Hey and welcome to today's tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how I turn this dress into a set of a skirt and a top. So first I'm just laying the dress on the floor. And I'm going to cut it where I just pointed. So this dress has already a zipper in the skirt part of it, and it goes a little bit above the seam between the skirt and the top. So that's why I'm gonna cut a little bit above that seam, so I can just keep the zipper as it is to make it easier for myself. So now here we have the skirt, and I'm just gonna do the top seam. So I'm just gonna bend it and put some pins in it to hold the fabric in place. Like this. So after pinning it, we're just gonna sew that across with a straight stitch. So that's a really easy hem. So now we're gonna do the elastic part of the skirt all the way down. So this is the elastic that I'm gonna put into my bobbin. Some really thin elastic. Just gonna put it into a bobbin with our hands. So when I'm doing this, I'm pulling the elastic slightly. I don't know if you can see that, but that's how the way I do it. And just go ahead and fill that entire bobbin up with elastic. So now I have it in my underthread, and I'm sewing with elastic. So I'm just securing it and then sewing across. This is the top of the skirt, so it's the first line we do with elastic. As you can see here, it's already curling up a little bit. It looks really nice on the inside too. So just go ahead and sew all the way across. And secure it in the end. So now with the next row we're gonna do with elastic, I'm just keeping this distance so the middle thing is touching the line that we just did. That way it's really easy to keep the same distance in all of your rows. And I'm gonna have this distance for the entire skirt. So here I've just done a couple of rows about 15 centimeters, and you can see how beautiful it looks. And I still have the same distance. So just go back and forth all the way around if you don't have a zipper, or when you get it across the zipper. So now here the skirt is done. We have sewed elastic and all the way down. I just left the couple of centimeters without elastic, just to get a little ruffle edge. That was the way that I prefer it, so this is what it looks like when it's done. So now we have the top part of the dress. Now these two cuffs are no longer attached. So first off, I'm gonna cut off about, I will say, 7 centimeters of the straps. And I do that of all 4. gonna sew 2 and 2 together. Here just pin 2 of them together. I'm gonna show you how we did that. So bend this little part and match it up with the other strap, piece of strap, like this, and just use a pin to secure them. So these 2 straps that we're creating is going to be our back straps, so we can tie the top together on the back. Just like this. I'm just gonna sew across this with a straight stitch. So now we sew those together, and I'm just gonna pin the middle of the top together. So these 2 corners, just so it's not slipping away. Just like that. So now we have the strap, and we're going to attach it just by folding this little piece and sewing just with a straight stitch across here also. So I'm just pinning this down on both sides. So now you can kind of see the new shape that the top is going to have with the back tying straps. So here's the lace that I'm going to use. Have this really beautiful kind of gray pink color. So here I'm just attaching it, just cutting the piece that I need. So we're gonna put it on with needles and sew down here where my finger is pointing, under the line that the lace naturally has. So here I'm just pinning it on to make it easier for myself. Just like this, gonna sew across or down. So first of all, we're gonna sew on the straps. Before sewing the lace on. And just cutting the extra fabric off. So it looks nicely like this. So now for the lace. Just sew under the 2 lines to attach it. just sew all the way across like this. So now that is secure, and we're gonna flip it like this. I hope it makes sense. So now we're just gonna sew to secure it, just to hold it down, just right to the edge. So this is making sure that the lace and the top fabric of the top is laying flat. So now the top is done. It's a really fast and easy way to do a top. And the lace is really beautifully sewn on. Super easy way to do that. So thank you so much for watching. This was a really quick and fast tutorial for you to update your old clothes. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe if you haven't done it already. And just see you next week.